Hey, hi. Today we're going to talk about normal development because why is it important is only if we know what is normal are we going to be able to make out what is abnormal. Right. So developmental milestones are behaviors or physical skills that every child, every infant, every toddler has to go through as they grow. And it's a skill that a child acquires in a specified time period. All right. It's not a specific, it's not like a child is able to smile at a particular age. It is, you always have a time range which is given. All right. Some children are able to achieve within the lower end of the time range. Some children take a little longer, but as long as it is within the normal time range, it is considered normal. Now, the reason we are trying to figure out what is normal is because this is going to help us keep a track of how our child is growing. Now, kids generally develop skills in 5 domains. Now, this is important, okay? There are 5 different domains that we're going to see growth and development in. One is cognitive development. Second is your social and emotional development. Third is speech and language. Fourth is your fine motor. And finally, fifth is your gross motor. Why am I stressing on these 5 domains? All right. See, it is not only that the child is going to crawl, walk, run. That is completely only gross motor. You can have an autistic child who is going to be well advanced in the gross motor function but is going to be deficit in socio-emotional aspects and cognitive aspects. So if we are concentrating on only one domain, there is high chances, high probability that we are going to miss out the diagnosis. And I've seen many pediatricians, unfortunately, who do not look at the 5 domains. They look at only the gross motor and they reassure the parents. While the parents always have these concerns, but it's just kind of waved off. So please, if you have doubts on what is normal, there is CDC guidelines available online. All right, CDC developmental milestones. Google it, take a printout of the normal milestones, and it's like a checklist. So every month you see if the child has achieved that particular milestone, keep ticking it off. And it has the range. Within 3 months to 4 months, if the child has to develop a particular milestone, they would have given the range. So check if your child is achieving the milestones on time. The child should achieve the milestones in a sequential order. There's no skipping. You have to have the child has to crawl first, then stand, and then only walk, and then run. A child cannot just get up and start walking. That is abnormal. A child has to crawl and then walk. So if there is a skip of any of the milestones, or if you see that it's not, that is what I mean to say is it's not sequentially developing, or if you see that the normal range of development is passed by and the child is still not achieved that milestone, these are things to be worried about. And this is for all parents, it's not that we never know when our child, if our child is normal or not. All of us want a normal child, but we do not know if the child is going to develop normally or not. It can affect any child. So I request all parents to have a copy of the milestones and keep ticking off as the child achieves it. Now, why? Again, I'm going to stress on the 5 domains, and I'm going to explain what they are. All right. So by cognitive, what I mean is a child's ability to learn and solve problems. It could be as simple as a small child trying to look at its hands and trying to figure out that it's its hands, or that's body awareness, trying to figure out, trying to catch something, grasp something. All right, trying to touch multiple things with their hands, looking with their eyes, and trying to feel their environment. All this is cognitive. All right, and it could also be a 5-year-old trying to learn mathematics skills. Now, all this comes under cognition. Now, coming to the second domain, which is social and emotional. Now, a child smiling at you is social. All right, a child being able to self-soothe itself, that is, put its finger in its mouth and soothe itself. That is self-calming strategy that a child has. Is your emotional. And then a child saying bye-bye to you. A child, a 5-year-old trying to take turns when you're playing. All these come under socio-emotional domain. And the third thing which is important is speech and language. Now, in speech and language, there is receptive and expressive. By receptive, what I mean to say is a child's understanding of what we are speaking. That is receptive language. Expressive is a child trying to speak it out. Right? Now, if the child is receptive to what you're speaking, if the child is able to understand what you're speaking, will they be able to produce the sound? So if there is a delay in speech and language, you need to see what is the delay in, is it receptive language or expressive language? All right. So you need to see, it is normal for the child babbling, saying ba 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 ba, or a child saying the first few words like ba ba ma, or then a child saying a 5-year-old trying to name its parts of the body. All these come under language and development. Then you have fine motor. Fine motor is the child's ability to use the small muscles of mainly the hands and the palm. Now the fingers, so picking up small objects, okay, holding a spoon, turning a page, picking up small things and trying to put it in their mouth. All these are fine motor, where you have the little muscles of the hand which is working. Gross motor is the ability to use the large muscles of the hand. So you have sitting with support, without support, standing, walking, running, all these come under gross motor. Alright, so every visit to your pediatrician, they should ideally be looking at all the 5 domains and seeing if the child is age appropriate, if the child has appropriately achieved the milestones required for that particular age. Now, if your pediatrician is not asking you these questions on all 5 domains, I request you to take a printout of the CDC guidelines and stick it somewhere on your cupboard or something like that, and keep ticking off every time a child achieves the milestone, so that you know. Once you know and you've learned the science, you can know what is abnormal. You'll know if there is a delay. You can detect red flags early, and you can act early, because that is very important for us to detect early and act early, so that the child is not wasting time without intervention. The child is able to start seeking help and picking up on those missed milestones. Right. Thank you.